Hello, hello. Today I am going to talk about Trello. I talk about Trello with so many people, okay? And it just always comes up. So I'm an adamant follower of David Allen's book, Getting Things Done. It's called the GTD method. And to follow that method in my life, consistently over the last 4 years, I've used Trello, okay? I found out about Trello, maybe 7 years ago. And it's amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and show you how I set up a Trello board and kind of talk through some of the reasoning with that, okay? So here we go. We see in Trello, first off, so I've got my YouTube video board going. First, you add a list. So the first list that I add is, I call mine unsorted or email to board, okay? And I make this, and anytime I ever have a thought, I don't keep it in my head. If I have a thought of something that I need to do, I say, oh, like get car registered. I will throw it in there. Boom, the card's made, right? And in Trello, you can go into each of the cards and add checklists and whatever else, right? Add a checklist and say, find number for garage, call guy, right? Whatever. So you can have the checklist. I don't do too many checklists. So that's the email to board. Here's a setting that I want to share with you, okay? In the menu, so we're out of the menu. We go back to menu, show menu, and then we're going to go to more, email to board settings. This is important. So if I email a board, I want it to go to the unsorted email to board, and you can choose the top or bottom position. I want this to go to the bottom. Perfect. So you copy that link, and then I actually go in to my contacts and I will put Dale Trello. And if you have lots of boards, you could put Dale Trello, main board. And then whenever you have an email, you can forward the email into Trello and it will show up there. So for example, I'm going to go into my email box real quick, and I'm just going to send myself an email. Then you're going to watch this happen, okay? So I send the email, and it's called there's the email. I have the thing, and I put test in there. Yo, let's see it. We're going to send it. How long is it going to take? How quick can Trello operate? It has to go into the back mainframe and then get sorted by somebody that works at Trello. Boom, it's there. What? That's amazing, yo. Click into it, and we've got test in there. We've got a test in there in the description, okay? We're good. That's how I organize my first email to board, okay, or my unsorted. And then from there, the way that I do it is I have it in the calendar this week. When I do to-dos, I typically also plan them in my calendar. I'm a big calendar guy, so I want to book time for all these things. So I've got my calendar this week. Another board that I have is called the next few weeks. If I'm not going to do it next week, but it needs to be done relatively soon, I'll put it in the next few weeks. I have another one called personal time. Personal. These are things that I want to get done. They may not be urgent, like movies that I want to watch or things like that. I also keep a someday maybe list. Somebody told me to watch Apollo 11. Thanks, Hoyt. Apollo 11. Dang, I'm spelling Apollo 11. Here, that's good. The someday maybe list is be in a circus or something. Anything that you ever think, man, I should probably do that, and it's important enough for me to maybe write it down once, but I'm not going to do it in the next few weeks. I'm not going to do it in my calendar, whatever. So in my personal Trello board, I also keep one that's goals for 2019. And I'll have all sorts of goals in here. And this is where I'll usually use, read 50 books, for example. And then as I'm reading the books, I'll go in and make a checklist that says, ooh, I just finished Poop to Gold by the Harmon Brothers. I finished that this morning. So I did that one, and now I'm going to read Hatchet. I just started that one. That's cool. So I finished Poop to Gold, and I'm going to read Hatchet, and then next I'm going to also read How bad do you want it? Boom. And then that's another book. So I've got my goals here. I've read one of 3 of my 50 books. I keep my goals. I might have other things like for reference resources. So I store some things in here too. But this is how I've used Trello, and that's how I've used it in my life. It's amazing. I'm not going to pull up my personal Trello board because it's personal, but it's amazing. And so I would love to hear from you how you set up your board differently. Comment on the video and let me know how you use Trello. And if you don't use Trello, then what's wrong with you? Because Trello is amazing. And I know there's a bunch of Evernote fans out there, and maybe I should get into that more, but I'm like kind of a Trello diehard. So hope it's helpful, and thank you so much. How do I stop this thing? Stop the share. Boom. Okay, there we go. Stop recording.